It's about to be super crazy for console users, especially for Xbox users. Finally, it has been announced. Maximum Football is coming to Xbox on December 10th, and I know the community is finally going to be happy with a new option for a football game, and I can't wait to see the amount of people actually going to enjoy this product. I have been seeing a lot of people actually enjoying just like me, and I can't wait for this game to literally blow up. Anyways, I'm doing a final breakdown of college football, or just a EA Sports product with gameplay mechanics in comparison to Maximum Football for one last time, because this is for the haters. Man, I showed this numerous times. This is the last time I'm gonna show this to the haters, for the fact that people are still gonna back up Madden college football. I'm fine with that. Y'all can stay with EA Sports. I'm moving on to Maximum Football. Now, this is just an ability driven game. Ratings don't really matter. I had many times I showcased on my channel by playing ranked matches where I was using like Kentucky or South Carolina in particular, because they got the purple takeoff ability. Now the fact that, like for instance, play Texas, had people try to put a receiver because he had the same speed rating as my top speed receiver, he would put him at defense, thinking that because he's just fast he can stick with my top end receiver, not knowing that some of the ratings also have somewhat of a factor, which is shocking in an EA Sports game. But that's besides the fact. It's just what I'm going to show you guys is it's an ability driven game, and ratings don't really reflect properly. Even with the abilities, it still don't even work properly. So you guys see right here, we're looking at Nick Harbor, fastest receiver in the game. Now the thing about this player is that he also has a terrible catch rating, which right here is a 76 rating. This doesn't matter because they can still make ridiculous catches. You guys have seen in Maximum Football where I showcased that within my Dynasty series, you guys are seeing the progress of me developing my terrible players to get better. And if you guys haven't seen those videos, you might want to check them out, because it goes to show where I had to improve certain receivers on my team where they could not catch a ball in that showcase in the match. I improved them. The next match, they're able to catch much more passes. But anyways, I'm matching them up with one of the best DBs in the game, and that is Will Johnson. Just taking a look at his abilities, it should be clamp. Even with the zone coverage rating, man coverage rating, he has one of the highest. He's the best DB in the game. Now, regardless of the speed that I have with Nick Harbor, I mean, he should be clamping up. It should be like a 50-50 ordeal. Now, this is another major thing. You guys see right here, go in practice mode, you guys see the Heisman difficulty skill level. The fact that this is basically just a slider to pretty much enhance how certain things play, Maximum Football doesn't have this. Maximum Football reflects basically on ratings. Ratings actually showcase, and I've been showcasing that in my Dynasty series. Now this is one of few many things I'm breaking down in comparison and pretty much preaching why Maximum Football is much better. So I'm showcasing different coverage looks, different ways how the top DB is going to be covering Harbor on this. And trust me, I show this numerous times. And in Maximum Football, I also showcase the speed difference and how it actually matters. Now, of course, right here, press. You should see the DB based off his abilities and all that stuff. He should be able to press this receiver, but nope, he just nudges off to the side. And I showed this numerous times when I was playing rank with Kentucky. Their top speed receiver, same results. No matter what coverage the player was in, no matter if he was press off the ball, just because ability helped the receiver boost past the DB. Now when you have moments like this, or at least a close situation where it's a 50-50 jump ball, the DBs don't really react. Even when it's user, I showcase this once again in ranked matches where the player will switch to DB and they get like no reaction whatsoever, or if they do, it's a flopping because they're out of reach. But yet, in Maximum Football, the DBs would react accordingly. But you guys see right here, regardless, best DB in the game is getting burnt every single time, no matter the distance. This is why I dominated so well with Kentucky for so many ranked matches. But in general, you use anybody with the takeoff ability, they're breaking free every single time, no matter if they're top-notch speed or have a 96 speed. They're bypassing any DB in the game, and it don't matter if there's cushion or not. And you guys probably saying, oh, it's against the CPU. I just showcase, me putting it to Heisman difficulty. It don't matter what difficulty. It doesn't matter if it's ranked, because I showcase both numerous times, multiple times on my channel. So this is the final time I'm showcasing it. Now, aside from that, talking about reads. I told you guys defensive reads is so easy. I'm still able to do the same dominant RPO play against any coverage, which I'm about to show. But before I get into that, on this particular play, which I showed numerous times, every time I shift my line or my defense to the side that my opponent's running to, they still run to that side, which makes no sense. That is not simulation football. At least in Maximum Football, which I showcase, you audible out of a run play to, get a better look based off the defensive look. You're going to have a better realistic outcome compared to this. Now my opponent literally runs the same exact play on 4th and 2, doesn't no huddle. I shift my line to the left. After I pinch him, shift him to the left, but just look at the reaction. So I get block checked by my left D tackle, right? But instead of attacking the ball carrier, what does he do? He turns around and runs directly into me, stopping me from making this possible stop. Why does that happen? I don't know. That's just EA Sports logic. You don't see that happening in Maximum Football whatsoever. Now, outside of that, you guys see moments like this. Like, the game is made supposedly simulation, but it has to have the arcade factor with the EA equalizer for people to have somewhat of an enjoyment, especially if you're terrible at the game. So they make moments like this. So my opponent throws a blind read. I take control of my DB. I jump the route. I'm going for the pick. And then you guys see exactly what happens. The ball actually morphs to my opponent's receiver's hands. Both of our players is morphed through each other. And he comes down with the catch for a touchdown. That is simulation football. I rather prefer to see that in Maximum Football, where you actually see non-morphing moments, non-scripted moments, and actual simulation based off ratings and player positions that reflect properly. And I have been showcasing that on Maximum Football. Right here, 4th and 9. My opponent has been getting pressured on the right side the entire game because I have elite pass rushers with abilities on the defensive line. So what does he do? He motions his running back to the right side. He's making passing adjustments. I even shift my line to the right to get better block sheds because that's what's been happening the entirety of the game. I know people make adjustments. You guys see the line slide to the right, but look at the running back. I know he had to ID one of the blitzing DNs or D linemen, but for some reason the running back wants to go left and leads my defensive end that has been sacking him the entirety of the first half wide open just for a sack. So even though we have all these adjustments and stuff in college football or just a EA Sports game, they still don't work properly. Now Maximum Football doesn't have this, but I have showcased to you guys that even though my line is not the greatest, I'm rebuilding a team. You guys see a big difference when I have play a much more better team with better defensive linemen. They're able to get to me much quicker. This is regardless of the fact in college football or Madden, regardless of what team. There's times where in college football I have ability players, nobody's able to get free, and I'm playing a trash team. You guys seen it when I use UTSA. I went undefeated, dominating against top teams, and those like Alabama users or Ohio State users, they could not get pressure with their defensive line. It makes no sense. I don't know, I've broken down so much between the two. I mean, Maximum Football just wins hands down in every aspect. Like I said, I'm moving on from EA Sports. The haters can keep hating, and y'all can keep dealing with the issues, the amount of issues that, you know, EA Sports has with their product. Because Maximum Football, they're listening to the community. They're moving in the right direction. They're going to have a game come out, you know, because they see how well the product is so far, coming out to consoles already, and going to continue to improve and get better. And eventually they're going to take over, you know, for another option for football game, probably the main option for a football game, because it's the simulation factor. And like I said, y'all EA Sports people, y'all can stay with y'all's product, because I simply moved on. Anyways, that's pretty much all I have for those that have seen in the past with all the videos, all the breakdowns. You guys know the comparison difference. It's by a long shot. Maximum Football is clear winner. And then for the people that's here as a newcomer, well, you guys can stick in your own way and defend EA Sports and deal with issues. It's like, you know, I told you guys to play me, thinking that you guys won't complain about the game because you guys say, oh, I complain too much about the game. When I end up playing you guys end up complaining about the same exact issues that I've been complaining about. So make it make sense, right? It's like, how I'm going to play you and you say you're not going to complain about the same stuff that I complain about. And there you are complaining about the same things that I break down time and time again. It's crazy to me. Anyways, enough ranting. Just want to get this video out there. Like, this is the last of it. Like I said, I'm going to be pushing out a lot of Maximum Football content, and that's all I'm sticking to. Till next time, I'll see you guys later, and I'm out. Peace.